Here's what actually happens when you share your ballot. In several countries, including the United States, it's illegal to post a picture of your completed election ballot. These laws are in place to protect the integrity of the voting process, preventing issues like vote selling and coercion. When people share their ballots, they might unknowingly encourage others to pay for votes or pressure friends and family to vote a certain way. Such activities undermine the fairness of elections and can lead to severe consequences. Depending on where you live, if you break this law, you might face fines or other penalties. The intent behind sharing the image also matters. If it looks like you're trying to influence someone's vote or promote a candidate, the consequences could be even harsher. So next time you think about taking that snapshot, remember the potential risks and keep your vote personal. Is it really true that George Lucas recorded his cough? During the production of Revenge of the Sith, the famous filmmaker found a unique way to contribute to his movie's sound design. George Lucas, known for his creativity, decided to use his own cough as a sound effect for the menacing character General Grievous. By capturing that simple yet distinctive cough, Lucas added a layer of authenticity and personality to Grievous, who is a fierce villain in the Star Wars saga. This quirky decision highlights Lucas's hands-on approach to filmmaking, blending personal experiences with cinematic elements. It demonstrates how even the smallest details can contribute to a character's presence on screen, making them more memorable for audiences. Many fans appreciate these behind-the-scenes stories, which deepen their connection to the iconic films. Who knew a cough could become such an integral part of a galaxy far, far away? Can you imagine a giant flower that stinks? The corpse flower, or Rafflesia arnoldi, is famous not only for its massive size, but also for the terrible odor it produces when it blooms. This impressive flower can reach up to 3 feet in diameter and is often found in the rainforests of Sumatra and Borneo. When it finally opens, typically after several years, it emits a smell reminiscent of rotting flesh, which is how it earned its nickname. Believe it or not, this unpleasant scent attracts pollinators like carrion beetles that thrive on decomposing organic material. The corpse flower's unforgettable bloom lasts only a few days before wilting, making it a rare and fascinating event for those lucky enough to witness it in person. Botanic gardens often host these blooms, drawing crowds eager to experience the sheer size and infamous smell of this remarkable plant. What do you think? Would you visit one? Did you know karaoke means empty orchestra? This fascinating term originates from Japan, where it perfectly encapsulates the essence of this popular pastime. When you step into a karaoke room, you're stepping into a world designed for fun and self-expression, allowing anyone to grab a microphone and sing their heart out to favorite tunes. The word karaoke comes from 2 Japanese words, kara, meaning empty, and oke, which is short for okisutora, or orchestra. This clever name highlights how karaoke lets people sing along with pre-recorded music, turning the spotlight on them, while the original artists take a back seat. You might find this activity in bars, homes, or special karaoke lounges, where scores of friends gathered to belt out classics or the latest hits. Whether you're a shower singer or a seasoned performer, karaoke is all about enjoying music and having a blast with friends. So next time you're at a karaoke night, remember that you're participating in a delightful twist on musical traditions that's been embraced worldwide. Here's a wild fact about ghost weddings in China. This intriguing tradition involves the ceremonial marriage of deceased individuals, ensuring they are not lonely in the afterlife. Ghost weddings have deep roots, where families believe that connecting their deceased loved ones in marriage provides them with companionship and care beyond the grave. The process often begins with hiring feng shui masters to ensure everything aligns perfectly for the spirits. Funeral plaques are crafted, memorializing the lives of the deceased, while the bride's bones may be exhumed to be reburied alongside those of the groom. Such rituals reflect rich cultural beliefs about the afterlife, emphasizing connection even in death. Families often seek to honor their loved ones, helping them transition peacefully into the next world. While this may seem unusual to some, these gatherings are steeped in tradition and affection, a testament to the enduring bonds we share. Even when faced with the inevitable cycle of life and death, You might wonder how these practices make their way into modern conversations about love and loss. Here's a wild fact about microwave safety. The magnetron in your microwave is the little powerhouse that generates microwaves, which allow us to heat our food quickly and conveniently. However, it also emits radiation that can be harmful to human tissue if we mishandle the appliance. That's why it's super important not to open the microwave or try to fix it on your own. Doing so can lead to dangerous situations, including electrical fires or short circuits. Always remember that safety should come first. If your microwave starts acting oddly, like making strange noises or sparking, don't ignore it. Reach out to a professional technician who knows how to handle these high-tech gadgets. Microwaves are meant to make our lives easier, but they require proper care and respect. So treat your microwave right and enjoy your meals confidently. Can movie stunts lead to real-life danger? A man thought he could channel his inner action hero when he drove through a parking lot at breakneck speed, trying to recreate a thrilling fight scene reminiscent of Uma Thurman's iconic roles. His reckless behavior didn't just result in a spectacular show, it ended in a collision that left onlookers stunned and the police swiftly arriving on the scene. This incident serves as a stark reminder that while movies can entertain and inspire, attempting to mimic dangerous stunts in real life can have serious consequences. Reckless driving not only puts the driver in danger, but also jeopardizes the safety of others. It's crucial for fans to remember that the stunts we see on screen are expertly choreographed and performed in controlled environments, far from the hazards of everyday life. So the next time you feel inspired by a movie, consider the boundaries between fiction and reality. Did you know that Europe's colonial legacy continues today? Several European countries, including France and Britain, still own various overseas territories. This situation reveals how the reach of colonialism hasn't fully vanished. It has simply evolved into new forms. For instance, the French territories in the Caribbean and the British presence in the Falkland Islands serve as modern reminders of colonial power dynamics. These territories often face unique challenges, balancing their local identities with the influence of their colonial powers. People living in these regions sometimes push for greater autonomy, highlighting a complex relationship with their governing nations. While European countries may no longer control vast empires like they did in the past, the impact of colonialism lingers on, sparking debates around culture, governance, and identity. Why do these connections persist in today's world? Did you know that right whales have huge testes? These remarkable creatures, known for their majestic size and unique features, boast the largest testes of any animal on Earth, weighing roughly 1,000 kilograms, or about 2,200 pounds each. This extraordinary size isn't just for show, it plays a crucial role in their reproductive success. The enormous testes enable these whales to produce a significant amount of sperm, which increases the chances of successful mating. In the vast ocean, where right whales navigate and communicate in complex ways, this reproductive advantage is vital for sustaining their population. Unfortunately, right whales are among the most endangered marine mammals due to threats like fishing gear, entanglement, and ship strikes. Understanding their biology and promoting conservation efforts are essential to help preserve these incredible giants of the sea. Could this fascinating fact change how we view these gentle giants? Ever thought about why discover Montenegro's hidden treasure? Tara River Canyon. Nestled in the breathtaking landscape of Montenegro lies the Tara River Canyon, a natural wonder that captivates visitors with its stunning beauty and thrilling adventures. Stretching about 51 miles long and plunging to depths around 4,150 feet, it holds the title of the largest canyon in Europe and the second largest in the world. Imagine standing on the edge, gazing down into a vibrant emerald green river, winding through steep, rocky cliffs covered in lush vegetation. The Tara River is renowned not only for its picturesque scenery, but also for its crystal-clear waters, making it a prime destination for adventure enthusiasts. Thrilling whitewater rafting, kayaking, and zip lining through the canyon attract adventurers from around the globe. all eager for an adrenaline rush set against a backdrop that feels straight out of a fairy tale. Besides the excitement, the canyon serves as a sanctuary for diverse wildlife. Majestic eagles soar above while rare plant species cling to rocky ledges. Whether you're seeking heart-pounding activities or simply wish to soak in nature's beauty, the Tara River Canyon offers an unforgettable experience for every visitor. Let's uncover the truth about chalk consumption. Many people don't realize that chalk, which is primarily made from calcium carbonate, is technically edible in small amounts. Though it isn't poisonous, munching on chalk can lead to uncomfortable digestive issues. Why would someone want to eat chalk? This craving can actually point to a condition known as pica, where individuals have a strong desire to eat non-food items. In some cultures, chalk holds a special place and is even used in rituals, but that doesn't make it safe for regular snacking. Frequent consumption of chalk could result in more serious health problems, so it's best to leave it for writing on sidewalks or blackboards. If you or someone you know finds themselves craving chalk, it might be worth seeking advice from a healthcare provider. Eating safe and nutritious foods is important for your overall health. Have you ever wondered why Britain's triangle trade was so impactful? This complex system of commerce, which thrived during the 17th and 18th centuries, significantly shaped Britain's wealth and altered global trade dynamics. The triangle trade consisted of three key routes. British ships transported manufactured goods, such as textiles and metal wares, to Africa in exchange for enslaved individuals. These captives endured horrific conditions during their voyage across the Atlantic to the Americas, where they were forced to labor on expansive sugar plantations. This brutal industry sought to meet the soaring demand for sugar in Europe, leading to immense profits for the plantation owners. After a successful harvest, ships returned to Britain loaded with sugar, molasses, and rum, enriching merchants and bolstering Britain's position as a dominant consumer. However, the trade created devastating impacts on African societies, causing displacement and social upheaval that reverberate to this day. The triangle trade's legacy reveals complex connections between commerce, colonization, and human rights, raising important questions about the ethical dimensions of trade and its implications for our world. Yam festivals in West Africa are a vibrant celebration. In many villages, yams are more than just a food staple. They symbolize life, culture, and community spirit. In Nigeria, the largest producer of yams, which accounts for over 60% of the world's supply, these tubers are celebrated with grand festivals. Imagine colorful parades filled with dancing, singing, and mouth-watering feasts where families and friends gather to honor the harvest. The Yam Festival marks the end of the farming season and thanks the earth for its bounty. During this time, local farmers showcase their biggest and finest yams, sometimes even competing for the title of Yam King. The joyous atmosphere is infectious, as villagers dress in traditional attire, and everyone, young and old, participates in lively dances. These celebrations are not only about food, but also about fostering community bonds and preserving cultural heritage. So next time you enjoy a yam dish, think about its significance and the people who honor it with such festivity. What an incredible story behind a simple tuber. What's the deal with octopus eggs? Octopuses are fascinating creatures, and one of their most interesting traits is that they are oviparous, which means they lay eggs. This is quite different from humans, who give birth to fully developed young. Imagine an octopus mama laying thousands of tiny eggs in a safe spot, often deep in the ocean. After laying, she watches over them diligently, sometimes for months, until they hatch into tiny, adorable baby octopuses. This process highlights the incredible diversity in how different species reproduce. For instance, some snakes, like rattlesnakes, are oviviparous. This means they carry their eggs inside their bodies, and the eggs hatch just before the babies are born. It's a mix of laying eggs and live birth. Each method has its own benefits. For octopuses, laying eggs allows them to provide safety until the young are ready to face the world. Nature has so many fascinating ways for life to continue on, and understanding these differences helps us appreciate the variety of survival strategies out there. Hard to believe, but pets can be left or right-handed. Just like humans, our furry companions exhibit unique preferences that can include being left or right-pawed. This fascinating aspect of animal behavior is tied to their brain structure and how they engage with their environment. Researchers have discovered that many pets prefer one side when performing everyday tasks, such as reaching for a treat, playing with toys, or even running towards you. For dogs, this preference is often measured by observing which paw they use first when stepping forward. Studies indicate that around 50% of dogs tend to favor their right paw, while the other half shows a tendency towards left paw dominance. Cats also display similar quirks. Some of them might be lefties, and interestingly, this paw preference could correlate with their personality traits. Do you notice your cat swatting at things more often with their right paw? Or does your dog retrieve the ball consistently with their left? Paying attention to these behaviors can provide insights into their unique personalities, making your pet even more intriguing. You won't believe how tech helps paddle sports. The Babolat Play paddle sensor, once called Paddle Play, brings a new level of insight to paddle racket players. This cutting-edge gadget measures both speed and spin on your shots, providing essential data tailored to elevate your game. Imagine hitting a powerful serve and immediately knowing how fast it was or how much spin you put on it. By using this technology, players can analyze their techniques in real time, pinpointing areas for improvement that can make all the difference in a match. Whether you're a beginner trying to learn the ropes or a seasoned pro looking for that competitive edge, the Babolat sensor transforms ordinary practice into an effective training session. With data-driven insights, you can refine your swing and boost your performance on the court. Are you ready to take your paddle game to the next level? What if animals could be allergic too? It's surprising but true. Animals can experience allergic reactions just like humans do. For instance, our furry friends might react to allergens found in human skin cells. This means that when we shed skin flakes, it doesn't just disappear into the air. It can actually affect pets and other animals living with us. The variety of reactions can include itching, sneezing, and even skin irritations. Different species, from dogs and cats to birds and rabbits, might show sensitivity to different triggers in their environment. Allergies in animals can often go unnoticed, as they might not display typical symptoms we often associate with allergies. However, just like humans seek relief from their allergies, animals too deserve attention and care. Understanding that allergies are not just a human problem can help pet owners create a more comfortable living space for their beloved animals. So the next time you notice your pet scratching or sneezing more than usual, consider that they too might be facing some allergy challenges. Did you know that humans kiss for 2 weeks? It might sound surprising, but on average, people spend around 168 hours kissing throughout their lives. That's roughly 7 days straight if you think about it. This intimate gesture, which has a strong emotional connection, allows us to bond with loved ones and express affection. Kissing isn't just about romance, though. It's also a way to communicate feelings, show desire, and even deepen relationships. Between family members, friends, and romantic partners, kisses can vary greatly in meaning and significance. Ever wondered what makes a kiss so special? It's all about the release of chemicals like oxytocin and dopamine, which can make us feel happy and connected. So the next time you share a kiss, remember that you're participating in a timeless tradition that's lasted for centuries, bringing people closer together. Hard to believe, but the Amazon River is massive. This incredible river boasts such a colossal volume of water that it sends a staggering amount of fresh water into the Atlantic Ocean. In fact, the sheer force of this river creates a unique freshwater zone extending hundreds of miles into the sea. Imagine being able to collect fresh water from the ocean that far offshore. The Amazon's water volume is so vast that it actually surpasses the combined flow of the next 8 largest rivers in the world. To put that into perspective, the Amazon flows 3 times faster than all the rivers in the United States combined. This impressive speed and volume not only shape the surrounding ecosystems, but also influence weather patterns in the region. The Amazon is not just the longest river, it's a powerful force of nature, impacting our environment on a grand scale. Are you afraid of losing your phone signal? Nomophobia is a real fear that many people face today. This anxiety revolves around the dread of being without a phone or losing signal, demonstrating just how intertwined technology is with our everyday lives. Imagine walking into a place with no service or accidentally leaving your phone at home. For some, this moment can trigger a wave of panic as they worry about missing important calls or notifications. The rise of nomophobia can be linked to our constant connection with friends, family, and even work. When technology makes our lives easier, it can also make us feel vulnerable without it. It raises interesting questions about our reliance on smartphones. Have we become too dependent on these devices? Understanding this fear can help us find a balance between enjoying technology and staying present in our daily lives. Did you know humans share hair follicles with chimpanzees? It turns out, despite the obvious differences in appearance, both species have around the same number of hair follicles. This fascinating fact highlights our close evolutionary relationship with chimpanzees, our closest living relatives. While we have about 5 million hair follicles, chimpanzees have a similar count, yet the texture of our hair sets us apart. Human hair is generally much finer and sparser, which gives our skin a smoother look. This difference in hair texture and density helps humans adapt to various climates and environments, influencing how we manage heat and sun exposure. While chimpanzees keep their dense, coarse fur, providing warmth and protection in their natural habitats. Our finer hair allows us to maintain better temperature regulation. Isn't it amazing to think that we have more in common with these remarkable primates than we might have thought? By understanding these similarities, we gain insights into our own biology and evolution, deepening our appreciation for the diversity of life on Earth. Most people don't know this, but crocodile tears are real. This popular phrase suggests fake sadness, yet it comes from an intriguing biological process. Crocodiles possess powerful jaw muscles that, when they eat, press on glands to release tears, not out of sorrow, but to clean their eyes. Living along sandy shores, these reptiles encounter irritants that can cloud their vision, so their tears play an essential role in maintaining clear sight during hunts. Interestingly, the first recorded mention of this phenomenon dates back to the 14th century, when observers misinterpreted the tears as signs of emotional weeping. This misunderstanding eventually led to the metaphor we use today. However, it's important to remember that crocodiles are cold-blooded predators, acting out of instinct rather than empathy. Their tear secretion mechanism is crucial for their survival, as it helps prevent infections and enhances their hunting prowess. Contemporary researchers are also exploring similar tear production in other species, aiming to uncover how tears may have evolved beyond mere emotional responses, serving essential purposes like hygiene and protection. Isn't it fascinating how such a common expression holds a deeper truth? Is it really true that discover the fascinating world of sumo wrestling? This traditional Japanese sport, rich in culture, has captivated audiences for over 1,500 years. Sumo isn't merely two hefty athletes clashing in a ring. It's a majestic spectacle filled with rituals, ceremonies, and deep-rooted traditions. Before each match, wrestlers perform ceremonial practices, such as purifying the ring with salt and executing a unique dance known as shiko. These rituals are deeply intertwined with Shinto beliefs, emphasizing the spiritual significance behind the sport. The lineage of sumo dates back to ancient Japan, where it originally served to entertain the gods and ensure bountiful harvests. As centuries progressed, sumo evolved into the sport we recognize today, complete with a structured ranking system and unique attire, like the distinctive mawashi, a traditional belt. Wrestlers, referred to as rikishi, dedicate their lives to intense training and disciplined diets. This blend of fierce competition and a profound respect for tradition makes a sumo match an extraordinary experience. Today, sumo wrestling stands as an iconic symbol of Japanese culture, attracting fans and enthusiasts from around the globe. Have you ever wondered which movies topped the Oscars? 3 films have made history by winning an incredible 11 Academy Awards each. These cinematic giants are The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Titanic, and Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur, in particular, is notable for its stirring portrayal of a Jewish nobleman navigating life during the Roman Empire. This epic film, released in 1959, is famous for its dramatic chariot race and powerful themes of betrayal and redemption. Not only did it capture audiences' hearts, but it also showcased the groundbreaking filmmaking techniques of its time. Meanwhile, Titanic, released in 1997, captivated viewers with its tragic love story set against the backdrop of the infamous ship's sinking. And then there's The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, which concluded the fantasy trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien and whisked audiences away to Middle-earth. Each of these films achieved remarkable acclaim and left an indelible mark on cinema. Discover the dynamic world of synchronized learning. In various regions, the choreography of education extends beyond just children, embracing young women as active participants in synchronized movements. This practice not only adds an enjoyable twist to traditional learning, but also creates a sense of community and cooperation among all involved. Engaging in these rhythmic activities helps enhance focus and build confidence, allowing students to express themselves while learning new concepts. For instance, in some cultures, students perform collective dances that correlate with lessons in history or science, making these subjects come alive. By combining physical movement with education, participants can deepen their understanding and retention of material. This innovative approach promotes a holistic learning environment where each individual's contribution is valued, fostering a more inclusive educational experience. Isn't it fascinating how movement can revolutionize the way we learn? Here's a wild fact about Louis XIV's elephant. In 1668, the King of Portugal gifted Louis XIV of France with a remarkable present, an African elephant named Solomon. This gentle giant made quite an impression as it became the only documented African elephant in Europe for nearly 400 years, from 1483 to 1862. Imagine walking through the lavish gardens of Versailles and encountering an elephant roaming among the fountains and manicured hedges. The elephant was not just a pet, but also a symbol of Louis XIV's wealth and power. People from far and wide came to witness Solomon, marveling at its size and exotic nature. The spectacle of an elephant walking through the grounds of one of the grandest palaces in the world was truly a sight to behold, blending the natural world with the grandeur of French royalty. What must it have been like to see such a formidable creature in a place like Versailles? Here's something incredible about sympathy and empathy. While both terms revolve around understanding feelings, they play very different roles in how we connect with others. Sympathy is when we feel for someone, often projecting our own feelings onto their situation. For instance, if a friend loses a pet, we might express sorrow similar to what we experienced during our own loss. In contrast, empathy calls for a deeper understanding. We honor another person's pain without making it about ourselves. A true empath can sense the emotional state of another and respond compassionately, bridging the gap between knowing and feeling. Interestingly, while some people with psychopathic traits can intellectually grasp emotions, they struggle to feel them, highlighting the profound nature of empathy. This difference suggests empathy fosters meaningful relationships, enriching our shared human experience. How can we cultivate more empathy in our daily lives? Can you imagine Dumbledore as a bumblebee? The beloved headmaster of Hogwarts, Albus Dumbledore, has a name rooted in an Old English word that means bumblebee. J.K. Rowling chose this playful name to reflect his whimsical yet wise character. Interestingly, the connection to bees goes beyond just the name. It takes approximately 12 bees their entire lives to produce just 1 teaspoon of honey. This incredible effort showcases the diligent work of these tiny creatures, who buzz from flower to flower, collecting nectar and pollen. Bees play a crucial role in our ecosystem, helping to pollinate many plants and crops that we rely on for food. So the next time you think of Dumbledore, remember the hard-working bumblebees behind his name and the sweet honey they create. Isn't it fascinating how nature and literature are intertwined in surprising ways? This might surprise you. Maldives resorts allow cocktails. The Maldives, a stunning archipelago in the Indian Ocean, boasts a unique blend of breathtaking beauty and cultural respect. Despite its 100% Muslim population, the resorts here cater extensively to international tourists, creating a special atmosphere where visitors can unwind without compromising their enjoyment. Picture yourself lounging by a pool, cocktail in hand, surrounded by idyllic beaches and crystal-clear waters. In these resort areas, guests can enjoy a relaxed dress code and the freedom to indulge in alcohol, which starkly contrasts with the local customs observed just a boat ride away. While vacationers revel in luxury and leisure, the resorts also remind everyone to honor the Maldives' rich Islamic traditions upon leaving their premises, where modest dress is expected and local laws must be followed. This thoughtful balance ensures that tourists can experience the beauty of the Maldives while still respecting its cultural heritage. For travelers seeking both relaxation and a glimpse into a diverse society, the Maldives presents an enticing escape that connects luxury and cultural appreciation. What more could one ask for in a dream vacation? Turns out, the truth is that the ampersand has a fascinating history. This iconic symbol, shaped like a dance between the letters E and T, originates from the Latin word et, which means and. It dates back to ancient Roman times, where scribes began merging these letters to create a more fluid and stylish way to denote addition. Over centuries, the ampersand's design morphed into the elegant character we know today. It gained popularity not just as a punctuation mark, but also as an artistic element that inspires writers, artists, and designers alike. In various languages and cultures, the ampersand has become a symbol of connection and creativity. It adorns everything from book titles to logos, proving that this simple character carries a rich narrative and continues to be a beloved part of our written language. Isn't it amazing how a small symbol can pack such a hefty historical punch? Did you know about airport profilers making travel safer? These dedicated professionals use psychology to carefully observe and assess passenger behavior at many airports. By paying attention to nonverbal cues, body language, and even facial expressions, profilers can identify potential security risks or suspicious activities that might otherwise go unnoticed. They play a crucial role in maintaining the safety of travelers and ensuring smooth airport operations. Imagine being in a bustling airport, surrounded by hundreds of travelers. The profilers are silently at work, focusing on every detail to keep everyone secure. Their training helps them understand the psychology behind behavior, allowing them to detect anomalies in how people act. This skill is vital, especially in today's world where security concerns are high. Profilers often collaborate with other security personnel, sharing insights to make informed decisions. So the next time you're at the airport, remember the important and insightful work these profilers do, keeping travelers like you safe while navigating through the hustle and bustle of airport life. Did you know horses can sleep while standing? This remarkable ability stems from a special locking mechanism in their joints, which keeps their legs in place even while they doze. This clever adaptation allows horses to relax and recharge without falling over, an essential survival tactic in the wild. Being prey animals, they must remain vigilant against predators, like wolves or big cats, that might catch them off guard. The technical term for this phenomenon is called the stay apparatus, which is a mechanism that allows the horse to lock its joints and conserve energy while resting. While horses can indeed snooze while standing, they also enjoy lying down for deeper sleep phases. However, they are typically careful and select safe spots to lie down, where they can escape quickly if needed. So the next time you see a horse resting on its feet, remember it's not just being lazy, it's cleverly staying alert and protecting itself, showcasing the incredible adaptations of these magnificent creatures. What if I told you Kansas has a state anthem? The song Home on the Range isn't just a tune, it's the official anthem of Kansas. This beloved song paints a vivid picture of the state's breathtaking landscapes, filled with rolling prairies and expansive blue skies. With lyrics that evoke images of cowboys riding across the open land and the gentle whispers of prairie winds, it beautifully captures the spirit of the American frontier. First composed in the 19th century, it has become a symbol of the state's identity and pride. The catchy melody invites listeners to dream of simpler times where the vast outdoors offered freedom and adventure. In 1947, Kansas officially adopted this song as its anthem, celebrating the cultural heritage of the region. People from all walks of life know and cherish the tune, often singing it at community events and state celebrations. So next time you hear Home on the Range, think about how it ties together the history, landscape, and heart of Kansas. What if Nebraska is truly one of a kind? This Midwestern state stands out because it has the only unicameral legislature in the United States, which means it operates with just one legislative chamber instead of the usual two. Most states have a bicameral system made up of a House and a Senate, but Nebraska chose a different path to simplify its political processes. Established in 1937, the Nebraska unicameral is designed to be more efficient and transparent. Without the need for two separate chambers, lawmakers can propose, debate, and vote on legislation more directly. This unique approach allows for quicker decision-making and often leads to less partisan gridlock. Citizens can easily engage with their legislative process since there's only one body to understand. The decision to adopt a unicameral system reflects a commitment to open government and accountability, making it a fascinating study for anyone interested in politics. So what do you think? Could other states benefit from a similar setup? What if I told you puzzles can't be perfect? Believe it or not, when you buy a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, it's mathematically impossible for it to contain exactly 1,000 pieces. The reason lies in the way jigsaw puzzles are designed. Puzzles need to have a rectangular shape to fit together properly. If you count the pieces, you'll notice that most puzzles come with numbers like 972 or 1014, which means some pieces are either missing or added beyond your expectations. This is due to the manufacturing process that creates puzzles in sets based on specific dimensions. A puzzle with 1,000 pieces might sound ideal, but 972 or 1014 pieces often provide better-fitting options. So next time you're excited about assembling that perfect puzzle, remember that perfection is a fun illusion in the puzzling world. Isn't it fascinating how math influences even our favorite games? Surprisingly, it's a fact that doctors can rock. Did you know that a talented musician also holds a doctorate in molecular biology? This unique combination showcases how diverse people's skills can be, proving that passion and education often go hand in hand. Many assume that musicians are solely focused on their art, but this individual exemplifies that creative pursuits can coexist with rigorous academic achievements. Balancing musical performances with groundbreaking research, they inspire others to embrace their multifaceted interests. By excelling in both fields, this musician highlights the beauty of not being confined to a single identity. It encourages all of us to explore various paths, regardless of our primary focus. Who says you can't sing like a rock star while making a significant impact in science? This remarkable blend of artistic talent and scholarly expertise challenges norms and motivates others to pursue their passions fully. Hard to believe, but what is the Taos hum? The town of Taos, New Mexico, has been captivated and perplexed by a mysterious humming sound for decades. This strange phenomenon, known as the Taos hum, is described by some residents as resembling a diesel engine or a faint rumble. Interestingly, only a small percentage of the community can hear it, leaving many puzzled. Numerous investigations have tried to uncover its source, looking into various industrial or natural causes, but no definitive answer has emerged. This mystery has sparked theories ranging from psychological factors to even extraterrestrial explanations. Locals have reported feeling anxious or unsettled due to the persistent noise, while scientists continue to explore its origins. The Taos hum remains an intriguing enigma, prompting both residents and visitors to wonder. Is it a natural occurrence, a glitch in our perception, or something more extraordinary? What do you think? What if I told you your body is constantly renewing itself? Every hour, more than 1 billion cells in your body are replaced, demonstrating an incredible and ongoing process of regeneration. This means that while you go about your day, your body is hard at work, repairing and refreshing itself without you even noticing. From skin cells that shed and regenerate to the red blood cells that transport oxygen, this renewal keeps you feeling healthy and energized. Although you don't have to give it a second thought, this amazing system goes on behind the scenes, helping to replace damaged or old cells. This process is vital for maintaining your overall health, balancing bodily functions, and even healing injuries. So the next time you think about how tough it is to get older, remember that your body has a remarkable way of constantly refreshing itself. What a cool concept, right? This might surprise you, 300 hours of video every minute. That's right. YouTube, the popular video sharing platform, sees an incredible amount of content uploaded every single minute. Imagine the vast range of videos being shared, from music tutorials and hilarious cat clips to educational documentaries and travel vlogs. With this staggering upload rate, YouTube has become a treasure trove of information and entertainment for billions of users worldwide. Every time you refresh the page, new creators are sharing their stories and ideas, contributing to a collective library that keeps growing rapidly. As of now, the platform features billions of videos, proving that anyone with a smartphone can be a storyteller or entertainer. This constant influx of content not only inspires creativity, but also shapes culture and trends. So what interesting video will you discover next? Is it really true that trains become giant presents? During the Christmas season, some trains get a magical makeover, transforming into festive, giant, wrapped presents. This delightful decoration trend adds a special touch to train travel, sparking joy and excitement for passengers of all ages. Imagine stepping onto a train that looks like a massive gift, complete with colorful bows and shiny wrapping paper. It's not just about aesthetics. This festive initiative enhances the holiday spirit and brings communities together, encouraging folks to embrace the season's cheer while on the move. In many places, these beautifully decorated trains even become a part of local Christmas traditions, attracting families eager to see the spectacle. Some railways also host special events, like holiday-themed rides where passengers can enjoy festive music and even visit with Santa Claus. Whether you're commuting to work or embarking on a family adventure, riding one of these trains makes for a truly unforgettable experience. So next time you hop on a train during the holidays, look out for those whimsical wrap designs and let the festivities begin. Here's a wild fact about climbing goats. These remarkable animals have an incredible ability to scale steep cliffs and navigate rocky terrains with ease. Goats are not just for grazing in the fields. They can climb up trees and rocky surfaces that many other animals wouldn't even attempt. This extraordinary skill is thanks to their unique hoof structure, which provides the perfect grip on uneven surfaces. Their hooves are split and have rough pads that act like natural climbing shoes, allowing them to balance even on narrow ledges. If you've ever seen a goat effortlessly leap from rock to rock, it's a sight to behold. Climbing is not just for fun, it helps them escape predators and access food that's out of reach for other animals. You might find them munching on leaves at the tops of trees, making them truly versatile foragers. So next time you see a goat, remember that these agile climbers are masters of the heights. How did they become such fantastic climbers? Hard to believe, but black holes hold infinite mysteries. At the very heart of a black hole, scientists believe is a singularity, a point where matter is crushed to infinite density. This means that the usual rules of physics, like gravity and time, no longer apply. Imagine squeezing everything you know about the universe into an endlessly tiny space. Because of this bizarre nature, the singularity raises many questions for researchers. How does space and time behave under such extreme conditions? We can't see black holes directly, but we detect them by their surroundings, often observing stars spiraling into a seemingly empty void. The quest to understand singularities also challenges our understanding of the universe itself, pushing the limits of our physics. Each discovery about them could unlock new secrets, leading us closer to solving the greatest puzzles of the cosmos. Are we ready for what we might find? Explore Colombia's hidden coral reef paradise. The San Andres and Providencia archipelago in Colombia boasts one of the largest coral reefs in the world, ranking an impressive third globally. This stunning underwater ecosystem is a vibrant hub of life, showcasing more than 50 species of coral and sponges. divers flock to these crystal-clear waters to experience the breathtaking beauty and diversity of marine life. Imagine swimming amidst colorful coral gardens, observing schools of tropical fish darting around, and perhaps even spotting a gentle sea turtle gliding by. The variety of coral species provides essential habitat for countless marine creatures, making it not just a sightseeing spot, but also a critical part of ocean health. Conservation efforts are vital here due to threats like climate change and pollution, aiming to protect this jewel of biodiversity. As you dive into this underwater wonderland, you witness firsthand why it's such a cherished destination for enthusiasts and scientists alike. Are you ready to discover this marine treasure? Why exactly does John Marshall Harlan matter today? John Marshall Harlan, a notable Supreme Court justice, is often called the Great Dissenter for his powerful dissenting opinions. While he served from 1877 to 1911, many of his viewpoints went against the majority ruling of the court. For instance, in cases concerning civil rights and individual liberties, Harlan emphasized fairness and justice, even when his peers disagreed. His beliefs often gained traction long after they were spoken, as history showed that his insights were spot on. Today, Harlan's legacy continues to inspire those advocating for justice and equality. Many legal scholars examine his dissents as crucial pieces of American jurisprudence, highlighting the importance of standing firm in one's beliefs, even when alone. Harlan's dedication reminds us that justice isn't just about winning, it's about the ideals we strive for and the impact of our voices in shaping the future. Believe it or not, Slovenia has a hidden castle. Nestled within the Great Karst Caves, Pajama Castle is the largest castle built inside a cave, dating back to the 13th century. This impressive structure is renowned for its unique location at the cave's entrance, which was strategically chosen to provide a strong defense against potential invasions. The castle's design and layout cleverly integrate with the natural rock formations, creating a fascinating blend of man-made architecture and nature. Visitors to Pajama Castle can marvel at stunning frescoes, explore underground passageways, and learn about its intriguing history, including the tales of noble families who once lived there. Today, it stands not only as a historical site, but also as a popular tourist destination, inviting adventurers and history buffs alike to uncover its secrets. Have you ever thought about exploring a castle hidden in a cave? You might be shocked to learn that chariot racers were ancient stars. In ancient Rome, these daring athletes commanded immense popularity, captivating audiences in grand arenas. Racing in colorful, fast-paced chariots, they demonstrated incredible skill and bravery, racing to victory while navigating treacherous turns. The excitement surrounding these events was palpable, with thousands of fans cheering loudly, placed bets, and passionately rooting for their favorite racers. Some racers enjoyed lucrative careers, earning more than modern-day sports figures. Their fame often rivaled that of contemporary celebrities, with their names becoming household words. These charioteers sometimes faced brutal competition and dangerous accidents, showcasing their courage in the face of peril. Beyond the thrill of the races themselves, they played a vital role in Roman culture, reflecting society's obsession with competition and glory. Can you imagine such a vibrant world where racing was more than just a sport? Is it really true that humans catch 100 million sharks? Every year, an astonishing 100 million sharks fall victim to fishing practices around the globe. This massive number highlights the intense pressure these remarkable creatures face from commercial and recreational fishing. Sharks are caught for their fins, meat, and livers, which are prized in some cultures. Unfortunately, this high level of fishing threatens many species with extinction. Sharks play a critical role in our oceans as apex predators, helping to maintain the balance of marine ecosystems. When shark populations decline, the effects ripple through the food chain, impacting everything from small fish to sea turtles. Conservation efforts are underway to protect sharks and their habitats, but the challenge remains significant. By increasing awareness and supporting sustainable fishing practices, we can help ensure that these ancient creatures thrive for generations to come. So how can we join in the fight to save sharks in our oceans? Why exactly does Messier 87 have a black hole? The first black hole ever photographed lies at the center of the massive galaxy Messier 87, and it's astonishingly about 3 million times larger than our Earth. Captured between 2017 and 2019 by the innovative Event Horizon Telescope, scientists revealed a remarkable image of this cosmic giant. In the picture, you can spot a glowing ring of superheated gas that encircles a dark shadow. This shadow is the black hole itself, which serves as a gravitational trap for everything around it. This achievement marked a monumental moment in human history, bridging our understanding of the universe's most puzzling entities. The image not only provided evidence of black holes, but also deepened our fascination with space's mysteries. How remarkable is it that scientists can now capture such unseen phenomena, granting us a peek into the cosmos? Here's what actually happens when jukeboxes propose. Some creative individuals have taken marriage proposals to a whole new level by using jukeboxes. This unique method involves programming the jukebox to play a series of romantic love songs right before popping the big question. Imagine the scene: the soft glow of the jukebox lights, the nostalgic crackle of vinyl, and then that perfect love song filling the air as the proposer gets ready to ask their partner to marry them. It's a delightful blend of surprise and sentiment, making the moment unforgettable. This unconventional approach not only stirs emotions, but also brings back fond memories associated with beloved tunes. Whether it's a classic ballad or a contemporary hit, music has a powerful way of connecting people. So next time you're thinking of a proposal, why not let a jukebox serenade your love story? Can you imagine that 7-Up once contained lithium? The iconic citrus soda, 7-Up, was born in 1929 and has an interesting backstory. The name 7-Up comes from two key factors. The original bottles held 7 ounces, and up symbolizes the delightful bubbles that rise in every fizzy sip. Initially, 7-Up was marketed as a health tonic, and early recipes even included lithium citrate, a chemical known for its mood-stabilizing properties. This unusual ingredient was eventually removed in the 1940s as consumer preferences shifted. Over the decades, 7-Up evolved from its tonic origins to become a beloved lemon-lime soda, captivating fans around the globe and competing fiercely with brands like Sprite. Today, 7-Up is not just a drink, it's a refreshing palette of flavors that adds zing to any meal or gathering. What do you think makes it so popular still? Did you know saffron costs $1,000 per kilo? This vibrant spice isn't just flavorful, it's also the most expensive spice in the world. Why such a high price? It takes an incredible 150,000 flowers to produce just 1 kilogram of saffron. Each crocus flower blooms only briefly, and it takes around 75,000 blossoms to yield 1 pound of this golden delicacy. The flowers bloom only in specific regions, like Iran and Spain, and are hand-harvested during a short window each year. Workers carefully pick the delicate red stigmas and must do so at dawn before the heat of the day wilts them. This meticulous process, combined with the sheer volume of flowers required, explains why saffron carries such a hefty price tag. Not only does it add a unique flavor and color to dishes, but it's also steeped in history and medicinal uses, making it a true treasure in the culinary world. Next time you savor a dish seasoned with saffron, you'll appreciate just how special this spice really is. Did you know turkeys can reproduce without males? Female turkeys possess a fascinating ability called parthenogenesis, where they can produce offspring without the need for fertilization by a male. This rare reproductive strategy allows the turkey to develop eggs on its own, which primarily results in male offspring due to their unique haploid gene expression. It's a remarkable example of nature's diversity, showcasing that animals can adapt in unexpected ways to survive. In situations where females face limited access to mates, parthenogenesis can enable a population to continue thriving despite potential challenges in reproduction. This intriguing ability not only raises questions about how species evolve, but also highlights the incredible adaptive strategies present in the animal kingdom. Turkeys are just one of the many species that demonstrate how life finds a way to endure and flourish, even in tough circumstances. Isn't it amazing how nature continually surprises us with its ingenuity? What if I told you art can break records? Leonardo da Vinci's Salvatore Mundi is not just any painting. It has earned the title of the most expensive artwork ever sold, fetching a jaw-dropping $450 million. This staggering amount surpasses even the cost of some luxury yachts and can rival the annual budgets of small countries. The intense value placed on masterpieces like this one reveals our fascination with history and culture. Salvatore Mundi, which means Savior of the World, depicts Jesus Christ holding a crystal orb, embodying both mystery and faith. Its journey from forgotten art piece to the auction spotlight demonstrates how the appreciation for art evolves over time, often influenced by collectors and market trends. The sale not only made headlines around the globe, but also sparked discussions about the future of art investment. What do you think drives such incredible prices? Here's a wild fact about watermelon you'll love. Did you know the rind, often discarded, is packed with citrulline? This awesome compound has the power to improve blood flow and cut down on muscle soreness after a workout. So instead of tossing that green part of the watermelon, consider blending it into a smoothie or pickling it for a crunchy snack. Watermelon isn't just tasty, it's also got a rich history. Ancient Egyptians cherished this fruit so much that they placed it in tombs, highlighting its cultural and nutritional significance. Consuming watermelon can also help you stay hydrated because it's made up of about 92% water. With so many benefits packed into both the sweet flesh and the often overlooked rind, why not make watermelon a staple in your diet? Who knew that this refreshing summer treat could be so beneficial? Feel those butterflies? It's all about adrenaline. Whenever we see someone we have a crush on, our body goes through a fascinating reaction. Adrenaline, a powerful hormone, kicks in and activates the body's stress response. This natural reaction is our way of preparing for potential challenges, often referred to as the fight or flight response. As adrenaline flows through our system, it speeds up our heart rate and increases blood flow, resulting in that fluttery feeling in our stomach. This sensation might feel strange, but it's completely normal. It's like our body is saying, get ready for something exciting. Interestingly, these symptoms can sometimes be confused with fear. Our brain doesn't make a clear distinction between fear and excitement. So the next time you feel those butterflies when you see someone special, remember it's just your adrenaline telling you your feelings are real and worth paying attention to. Isn't it amazing how our bodies react to emotions? Believe it or not, potatoes taste like apples. You might think they're completely different, but these two popular foods share a surprising similarity when it comes to flavor. Research shows that while potatoes and apples have their own distinct aromas, their basic taste can be quite similar. If you're curious enough to try this out, plug your nose while tasting both. By blocking your sense of smell, you'll discover that the flavors of these two foods become indistinguishable. It's fascinating how our perception of taste is heavily influenced by smell. This is because nearly 80% of what we experience as flavor comes from our olfactory senses. So next time you munch on a potato or an apple, keep in mind that they might just be overshadowed by their distinctive scents. Who knows? Maybe you'll want to experiment with some unique recipes that combine both ingredients, drawing on their surprising taste connection. How many more food pairings can we uncover that challenge our taste buds? Most people don't know this, but velociraptors had feathers. YouTube star Coolio Art took on the challenge of modernizing the way we see these famous dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. Instead of showcasing them as scaly, lizard-like creatures, he integrated current scientific insights into his digital artwork. This meant reimagining the velociraptors with stunning feathers and making their movements look more natural and lifelike. By altering iconic scenes from the beloved film, Coolio Art offers a glimpse into what these ancient predators may have really looked like. Recent fossil discoveries suggest that many dinosaurs, including velociraptors, were covered in feathers, which helps scientists understand their appearance and behavior better. Coolio's work not only entertains but also educates viewers about the evolving picture of dinosaurs, transforming childhood memories into something rooted in exciting new research. What do you think about the new look of these prehistoric creatures? Here's what actually happens when bismuth freezes. Bismuth is a fascinating metal known for its unique property. When it cools and solidifies, it actually expands instead of contracting like most substances. This means that solid bismuth is less dense than its liquid form, which is quite rare among metals. When you think of freezing materials, you might picture ice, which is also less dense than liquid water. This unusual characteristic of bismuth allows it to float when it freezes, making it visually striking as the solid expands and forms colorful, swirling patterns. The ability of bismuth to expand upon freezing can be attributed to its atomic structure. The arrangement of atoms in its solid state creates more space compared to the denser liquid state. This expansion can also have practical applications, such as in metal casting and creating unique visual art pieces. Isn't it curious how something as simple as freezing can reveal such interesting science? Did you know Eurocoins glow with national pride? Since 2002, Eurocoins have become more than just a means of exchange. They're like tiny canvases showcasing the rich diversity of Europe. Each country that uses the euro gets to design the reverse side of its coins, allowing them to express their unique identity. For instance, France features the famous Marianne, symbolizing liberty and reason, while Spain showcases its royal crest. Countries have the freedom to choose designs that highlight their history, culture, or renowned landmarks. This artistic liberty turns everyday currency into a celebration of national heritage, making each coin a little story of its own. The decision to allow these custom designs not only fosters a sense of pride, but also encourages collectors who seek out special editions. So next time you spend a euro, take a moment to appreciate the artistry and significance behind the coins in your pocket. Why does Louisiana need church insurance more than ever? Church insurance plays a crucial role in protecting religious organizations from a range of risks, including property damage and liability. In Louisiana, where heavy rainfall and hurricanes can strike suddenly, having this type of coverage is essential for safeguarding church properties. A prime example of its importance became clear after the devastating floods of 2016, which caused extensive damage to numerous churches throughout the state. Many of these organizations found themselves in dire straits, unable to rebuild or recover without financial assistance. Additionally, Louisiana's unique geography and climate make it particularly susceptible to natural disasters, highlighting an ongoing need for protective measures like church insurance. This coverage not only helps in repairing damages, but also ensures that the spiritual community can continue its important work without interruption. For congregations who find comfort and purpose in their faith, these insurance policies serve as a safety net, allowing them to focus on their mission while protecting their physical spaces. Why exactly does a dog eat your homework? In a surprising twist, this classic excuse really happened to famed author John Steinbeck. While most of us chuckle at the phrase, Steinbeck found himself in a real bind when his dog decided to munch on the manuscript for his beloved novel of Mice and Men. Imagine putting your heart and soul into a story, only to have your furry friend turn it into a snack. When Steinbeck realized that half of his work was gone, he had to reach out to his editor for a little more time. This amusing anecdote shows that even the greatest writers face unexpected challenges. Instead of panicking, Steinbeck's quick thinking and humor transformed a disaster into a fun story. So next time you hear someone use the excuse of a dog eating homework, remember that even literary legends have had their canine calamities. Get ready to discover taste bud surprises. Research shows that girls generally have more taste buds than boys, which results in women enjoying a more refined sense of taste. This means women can identify subtle flavors much better than men can. Isn't that fascinating? Evolutionary theories suggest this heightened sensitivity developed to help women detect spoiled or toxic foods, especially during pregnancy when the stakes are high. Imagine being able to taste something so faint that others might miss it entirely. Moreover, many women fall into the category of super tasters, meaning they have a significantly higher density of taste buds. This not only makes their taste experience richer, but also reveals the complexity of human sensory perception. For example, while some might find broccoli slightly bitter, A super taster may taste a burst of strong flavors that others barely notice. So next time you enjoy a meal, think about all the incredible sensations that women can experience more keenly. Isn't that a delicious thought? Did you know about SNH's fascinating green tokens? In the 19th century, a company named SNH introduced these innovative green tokens, which revolutionized shopping. Customers could collect these tokens with their purchases and later exchange them for exciting rewards. This clever marketing strategy was one of the first customer loyalty programs designed to keep people coming back to the store for more. People loved the idea of earning something extra just for shopping, which fostered a sense of community and appreciation between customers and businesses. As shoppers collected tokens, they not only felt a thrill of earning rewards, but also became more loyal to the brands that offered them. This simple yet effective concept laid the groundwork for the various loyalty programs we see today, from points cards to mobile apps that reward frequent shoppers. Can you imagine how shopping habits shifted with the introduction of these tokens? Guess what really drives Andrew Ria's passion for cooking? Andrew Ria, the creative mind behind the beloved cooking channel, Binging with Babies, carries a special tribute on his arm, a tattoo of a kitchen whisk. This charming symbol reflects his deep love for food and the joy he brings to family cooking. Ria's enthusiasm for mixing ingredients and sharing recipes shines through in the heartwarming videos he produces, often featuring his adorable little ones by his side. The whisk signifies more than just a kitchen tool. It represents the fun and laughter that come with cooking together as a family. Each video captures not only delicious meals, but also the bonds created in the kitchen. Fans of Binging with Babies appreciate his relatable style and humor, making him a hit among viewers of all ages. Have you ever thought about what your favorite cooking tool says about your love for food? Surprisingly, Viola Davis thrived in theater first. Before captivating audiences on screen, Viola Davis honed her craft in the world of theater. She spent years performing on stage, where she developed her powerful presence and emotional depth. Her journey took a significant turn in 2008 when she landed her breakout role in the film Doubt. This performance was so compelling that it earned her an Oscar nomination, marking her arrival in the film industry. Viola didn't stop there. She continued to impress with roles in critically acclaimed films like The Help and Fences. In Fences, her portrayal of Rose earned her an Academy Award, solidifying her status as one of Hollywood's most talented and respected actresses. Throughout her career, Viola has bravely tackled challenging roles, bringing to life the complexities of her characters with grace. Her transition from theater to film showcases her versatility and dedication to her craft. With each performance, Viola Davis inspires countless aspiring actors and reminds us of the beauty of storytelling through art. What challenges did she face along the way? This might surprise you. Ancient Romans used urine in bread. During Roman times, people believed that urine had special properties that could whiten and purify bread. Surprisingly, this practice led to the creation of artisanal pea bread, a unique loaf enjoyed at dinner parties. Diners were intrigued by the combination of wine and the ammonia present in the urine, which added a one-of-a-kind flavor to their meals. This unusual ingredient wasn't just a strange quirk of history, it showcased the Romans' resourcefulness and their willingness to experiment with food. The ammonia in urine acted as a leavening agent, helping the bread rise and adding a distinct texture. So the next time you think of ancient Rome, consider this fascinating tidbit about their culinary traditions. Who would have thought that something as simple as bread could have such a surprising secret? Did you know that the Voynich manuscript remains unsolved? This enigmatic book, discovered in the early 20th century by Wilfrid Voynich, is filled with strange illustrations of plants, celestial bodies, and even naked figures. Despite the attention of linguists, cryptographers, and historians for over 100 years, the language of the manuscript continues to baffle experts. The script seems to defy any familiar linguistic structure, making it one of the most mysterious texts in history. Many theories have emerged regarding its origins and purpose, ranging from a hoax to a sophisticated cipher, or even an alien language. The vivid illustrations and consistent layout add to the intrigue, suggesting that the manuscript is not just a jumble of letters, but possibly holds valuable knowledge or a secret code. As scholars continue to grapple with its mysteries, the question remains, what secrets does the Voynich manuscript hold? What happens when you ask for salt in Egypt? In Egyptian culture, asking for salt at the dinner table is considered quite rude. This gesture implies that the food is poorly seasoned, which can subtly insult the host's cooking skills. Food plays a vital role in Egyptian hospitality, making meals not just about nourishment, but about sharing joy and connection. When you sit down to eat with an Egyptian family, you're partaking in an experience brimming with warmth and generosity. Guests are cherished, and there is a strong expectation to appreciate the dishes served. Compliments flow freely, as they are a critical part of showing respect for the cook's efforts. This cultural practice highlights the significance of gracious dining and respecting local customs, reinforcing the bond between hosts and their guests. So the next time you're invited to dine in Egypt, remember to savor each bite and express your appreciation. It's a way to honor the hospitality and tradition of the people. Here's something incredible about how magnets work. Magnets have a special power that attracts certain materials, thanks to something called a magnetic field. This field is invisible but incredibly strong and can influence the tiny magnetic domains found in ferromagnetic materials such as iron, nickel, and cobalt. When you bring a magnet close to these metals, the magnetic domains align in the same direction, creating a strong, attractive force that pulls the materials together. This is why a magnet easily lifts a paperclip or a nail. On the flip side, materials like plastic, wood, or glass do not respond to magnets, which is why they can be handled without any magnetic pull. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as a magnet can showcase the power of physics in action? Whether you're playing with refrigerator magnets or experimenting in science class, you're witnessing a cool phenomenon that bright minds have marveled at for generations. Hard to believe, but the Model T changed everything. Introduced in 1908, the Ford Model T was the first car ever produced on an assembly line. This groundbreaking method allowed for faster and cheaper production, which meant that cars were no longer just for the wealthy. By using assembly line techniques, Ford could produce thousands of vehicles at a fraction of the cost, making car ownership a reality for everyday Americans. Imagine a time when most people relied on horses for transportation, and suddenly a reliable car was within reach. This innovation not only revolutionized how cars were made, but also transformed the entire automotive industry. The Model T quickly became a symbol of freedom and mobility, enabling people to travel further and explore new places. Because of the Model T's success, it paved the way for the mass production of countless goods, shaping our modern world as we know it. Who knew one car could create such a lasting impact? Hard to believe, but gravity isn't the same everywhere. Earth's gravity can actually shift depending on where you are. For example, gravity is a bit stronger at sea level compared to when you're standing on a tall mountain. This is because the higher you go, like on a mountaintop, the farther you are from the center of the Earth, which weakens gravity's pull. Additionally, gravity varies across the globe due to the shape of our planet. At the equator, Earth bulges slightly, causing gravity to be weaker compared to the poles, where gravity is stronger. This happens because the Earth isn't a perfect sphere. It's more of an oblate spheroid. Plus, local geological factors, like the density of the Earth's crust, can also influence gravity strength. So whether you're climbing a mountain or exploring the plains, you're experiencing different levels of gravity. Pretty mind-blowing, right? Here's a wild fact about coral reefs. These incredible underwater structures have a clever way of protecting themselves and their colorful companions. Coral reefs produce special fluorescent proteins that act like a sunscreen, shielding the algae living within them from harmful sunlight. Sounds amazing, right? These proteins work by absorbing and scattering ultraviolet radiation, which can be damaging. When the algae are kept safe, they can carry on with their important job of photosynthesis, providing essential nutrients to the corals. This partnership not only keeps the corals healthy, but also creates the vibrant and diverse colors we often associate with beautiful reef ecosystems. So the next time you think of coral reefs, remember that they're more than just stunning. They're also a brilliant example of nature's teamwork in action. You won't believe this about Mars's red color. The planet Mars is often called the red planet due to its rusty reddish appearance. This striking color comes from iron in its soil, which has reacted with oxygen over billions of years. Just like a bicycle left in the rain rust, the iron on Mars has undergone a similar process, creating its signature hue. This rusty transformation makes Mars look like the biggest rusty ball in our solar system. The same oxidizing process that causes iron to rust on Earth has given Mars its dusty landscape. It's fascinating to think that this majestic planet, with its endless plains and towering volcanoes, is painted by nature's chemistry. As we explore Mars through rovers and missions, understanding its rusty surface could reveal clues about its past, including whether it ever had conditions suitable for life. What other surprises does Mars hold? Ever thought slow running burns more fat? This common belief is actually a myth. While it's true that lower intensity workouts, like jogging, use fat as a primary energy source, they don't always lead to the best results for fat loss. When you engage in higher intensity workouts, like sprinting or interval training, you burn more calories in a shorter amount of time. This surplus of calories burned can lead to greater fat loss in the long run. Your body continues to use energy even after you finish exercising, a phenomenon known as the afterburn effect. So while jogging may feel easier, incorporating some high-intensity workouts into your routine can help accelerate your overall fat loss journey. Finding the right balance between intensity and duration in your workouts is essential for achieving your fitness goals. Why not give it a try? Let's uncover the truth about flamingo colors. Did you know that flamingos can be pink or white based on what they eat? Their stunning pink hue comes from a diet rich in saltwater plants and algae, which contain carotenoids. These pigments are not only responsible for the bright coloration in these birds, but also play a vital role in their health. When flamingos consume foods like brine flies and blue-green algae, their bodies break down the carotenoids into pigments that color their feathers. If their diet lacks these foods, flamingos can appear quite pale or even white. This fascinating relationship between diet and appearance shows just how important nutrition is, not just for flamingos, but for many animals. So next time you see a flamingo, think about what it might be munching on to look so vibrant. Why do you think diet influences animal colors so dramatically? Guess what really drives elephant pregnancies? During the remarkable 22-month gestation period, a pregnant elephant does incredible work to prepare her calf for survival in the wild. This lengthy time ensures that the calf develops the right physical and mental skills needed for life outside the womb. The mother provides a nurturing environment, allowing the calf to grow large enough to thrive, while also instilling essential behaviors that will be critical for its future. Elephants are known for their intelligence, and this is crucial during these months as the mother influences her baby's development through her interactions. As the calf grows, it's not just about size, it's about learning to communicate, forage for food, and recognize other herd members. This deep bond between mother and calf highlights not only the complexities of elephant reproduction, but also demonstrates the profound care and dedication elephants exhibit for their young. Guess what really drives manta rays to leap? Manta rays are fascinating creatures that often surprise onlookers by launching themselves out of the water in graceful arcs. This spectacular behavior might be more than just a show. Some scientists believe it serves two important purposes. First, these jumps could be a form of communication, helping manta rays signal to one another during social interactions. Second, the leaps might help them shake off pesky parasites that cling to their skin. While researchers are still trying to determine the exact reason for this stunning behavior, observing it in the wild adds to the mystery of these gentle giants. Manta rays, with their large wingspans and friendly nature, inspire awe and wonder. Next time you see a manta ray's breathtaking leap, think about what it could mean beyond just a beautiful display. Why do they jump so high? What secrets might they be revealing to one another? Why exactly does our genome hold so much information? The human genome, a remarkable collection of around 3 billion base pairs of DNA, is like a complex instruction manual for building and maintaining our bodies. It is estimated to house between 20,000 and 25,000 protein coding genes, which serve as the blueprints for creating proteins essential for everything from muscle growth to immune responses. Back in 2003, the Human Genome Project marked a significant milestone by successfully mapping this extensive genetic code, opening doors to incredible discoveries in medicine and biology. By understanding the genome, scientists can learn how genes influence health, identify genetic disorders, and even develop targeted therapies. This vast genetic library not only reveals our individual uniqueness, but also sheds light on our shared ancestry, illustrating how interconnected we all are at the molecular level. Isn't it fascinating how much information is packed into every cell of our body? Did you know kangaroo rats can jump incredibly high? These fascinating creatures have long legs designed for impressive leaps, which help them evade predators like rattlesnakes. When a threat appears, a kangaroo rat can spring into action and jump great distances in the blink of an eye. In fact, their quick reflexes allow them to move faster than a human can blink. This agility is not only thrilling to witness, but it also plays a crucial role in their survival in the wild. Kangaroo rats are primarily found in arid regions of North America, where they have adapted to live in harsh conditions. They can go for long periods without water, getting moisture from the seeds they eat. By hopping quickly and efficiently, they can easily navigate their dry habitats, searching for food while avoiding danger. So the next time you think about survival strategies in the animal kingdom, remember the incredible kangaroo rat and its remarkable jumping abilities. Ever thought about why the White House closed its doors? For over 56 years, this iconic building welcomed everyday citizens until a rowdy event in 1829 changed everything. During President Andrew Jackson's inauguration, a staggering 20,000 people flooded the grounds, hoping to catch a glimpse of their new leader. The celebration quickly spiraled into chaos as ecstatic crowds jostled for space and created a scene that felt more like a festival than a formal ceremony. In a twist, President Jackson had to make a dramatic escape through a window. To regain control, his aides concocted a clever plan. They lured people outside with the promise of whiskey and orange juice, clearing the building of its unwieldy guests. This wild day marked a turning point, leading to restrictions on public access that remain to this day. Can you imagine the White House filled with thousands of eager citizens? This might surprise you. Brain function and identity connect. Dr. Sat, an intriguing scientist, has sparked important questions about how our brains influence and shape our cultural identities. Many people might not think that the way we think and behave is tied to our cultural backgrounds, but Dr. Sayat's research suggests there's a fascinating link. Our brains process experiences, traditions, and social norms distinctively, leading to a variety of identities in different cultures. Imagine a person growing up in a bustling city versus someone from a quiet village. Their brain's wiring might reflect those experiences, impacting their perspectives and behaviors. This inquiry not only highlights the complexities of human experience, but also emphasizes the importance of understanding how science ties into social and cultural discussions. So, how does your culture shape the way you think? Did you know New Zealand is mostly empty land? Approximately 78% of New Zealand's land is uninhabited, creating stunning landscapes that are often untouched by human activity. With a population density of only about 5.2 million people spread across its breathtaking mountains, lush forests, and picturesque coastlines, this beautiful country offers plenty of wide-open spaces. Imagine driving for miles and not seeing another person or building. This vastness allows New Zealand to shine with its stunning natural beauty, providing habitats for unique wildlife and endless opportunities for outdoor activities. Hikers can explore trails in places like Fiordland National Park, or nature lovers can admire the diverse ecosystems in the Otago region. So, whether you're trekking through the rugged terrain or simply enjoying the tranquil scenery, New Zealand's uninhabited areas show just how incredible nature can be. Guess what really drives the jabuticaba grape tree? This extraordinary tree found in Brazil features a fascinating twist in how it produces grapes. Unlike the common grapevines that sprout fruits from flowering branches, the jabuticaba's grapes grow directly from its trunk and branches. This unique adaptation allows the tree to thrive efficiently in the dense, competitive environments of the forest. By growing its fruit directly from its main structure, it maximizes its chances of attracting pollinators who might otherwise struggle to find flowers. The Jibutakaba not only showcases nature's creativity, but also highlights the tree's resilience in adapting to its surroundings. So the next time you think of grapes, remember this incredible tree and its surprising strategy for survival. Could such adaptations inspire new ways to cultivate plants elsewhere? Ever thought about the moon's one side? It's fascinating that the same side of the moon always faces Earth. This phenomenon is due to a unique event called synchronous rotation, where the moon takes just as long to spin on its axis as it does to orbit our planet. Because of this, no matter where you are on Earth, you'll always see the same lunar face. The hidden side, often called the dark side of the moon, actually receives sunlight just like the visible side. It's simply hidden from our view. Astronauts from the Apollo missions were the first humans to see this mysterious side during their lunar explorations. The shielded part of the moon is full of captivating features like rugged mountains and large impact craters, but it's never directly observable from Earth. Isn't it amazing to consider how such a familiar object in our sky holds a secret side that only a few have seen? So next time you admire the moon, think about that hidden world waiting in the shadows. Here's what actually happens when time is no barrier. In 2001, a man named Thomas died from complications linked to gunfire injuries he sustained back in 1966. This case is particularly shocking because even though the shooting occurred 35 years earlier, the authorities ruled his death a homicide. How can this happen? Well, it all comes down to the medical consequences of his injuries. Despite the time elapsed, Thomas's original wounds had a long-lasting effect on his health, leading to his eventual passing. The shooter had died long before, yet law enforcement considered the circumstances of Thomas's death significant enough to classify it as homicide, showcasing the extensions of accountability in criminal law. This case raises fascinating legal questions about how society deals with violence and its lingering impacts. Should the shooter still be held accountable posthumously? It challenges our understanding of justice through the lens of time. Most people don't know this, but Falkland Islands are sheep central. The Falkland Islands, a British overseas territory in the South Atlantic, boast an incredible sheep population that far outnumbers the human inhabitants. With around 500,000 sheep roaming the islands and only about 3,000 residents, each person is surrounded by approximately 166 sheep. This unique ratio isn't just a fun fact, it illustrates the importance of sheep farming to the local economy. The wool produced here is of high quality and highly sought after, while the meat from these sheep is also an essential export. The islanders depend on sheep farming for their livelihood, creating a culture deeply intertwined with these gentle animals. So the next time you think of the Falkland Islands, remember they're not just famous for their stunning landscapes, but also for being a sheep haven. What other surprising facts do you know about this remote paradise? Prepare to be amazed by Georgia's ice cream law. In the Peach State, there's an unusual regulation. Carrying an ice cream cone in your back pocket is actually illegal. This quirky law might sound silly, but it reveals a fascinating glimpse into the past. Originating in the days when some people used this practice to attract horses, the law aimed to prevent potential chaos in the streets. Though rarely enforced, it highlights how local laws can sometimes stem from unique cultural quirks. Imagine the surprise of tourists who unknowingly break this rule while enjoying their favorite frozen treat. This amusing tidbit makes you wonder what other odd laws might be lurking in the books across the country. Perhaps it's time to explore and uncover these delightful quirks that make each state so unique. Who knew ice cream could lead you on such an interesting legal journey? Is it really true that bridges can grow? In the remote village of Nongri, India, a breathtaking sight awaits. The Double Root Bridge, a stunning example of nature's engineering marvel crafted by the Khasi tribe. This eco-friendly bridge isn't made from concrete or steel. Instead, it is built using the living roots of rubber trees, woven together in a masterful way. This method, which blends ancient wisdom with sustainable practices, allows the bridge to support the weight of up to 50 people at once. The Khasi tribe has been creating these bridges for generations, using a technique that not only respects the environment, but also ensures that the bridge becomes stronger over time. As the roots continue to grow, the bridge evolves, demonstrating a beautiful harmony between human ingenuity and nature. Isn't it fascinating to think about how this form of green engineering has stood the test of time? Is it really true that carousels spin differently? It's fascinating to think about how British carousels turn clockwise, while their American counterparts rotate counterclockwise. This quirky difference is rooted in history and design choices. In the United Kingdom, carousels often find their origins in traditional fairs, where the right-to-left spinning direction became standard. Meanwhile, in the United States, carousels ended up adopting a counterclockwise motion, possibly influenced by how people hold on to the outer poles or the layout of the parks where they were built. This unique characteristic adds a fun element to a ride that many people love, especially during festive occasions. In both countries, carousels create a feeling of nostalgia, enchanting riders with their artistry and whimsical design. Have you ever noticed the direction while riding? Whether you're enjoying a colorful horse or a fantastical creature, the spin of the carousel reflects local culture in a delightful way, inviting us to experience joy with each rotation. Here's something incredible about squatters' rights. Adverse possession laws let people claim ownership of land they don't own, but only if they occupy it openly, continuously, and without permission for a set period. This concept, known as squatters' rights, finds its roots in English common law and is present in several countries today. In the United States, for instance, if someone uses a piece of land for 10 years without any challenge from the actual owner, they can legally take possession of it. While these laws aim to promote the productive use of land, they can lead to complicated legal disputes. Some argue that they create loopholes that allow people to take advantage of others' property, raising questions about fairness and justice in land ownership. So what do you think? Are these laws helpful for society or a flaw in our legal system? Here's a wild fact about giant snakes. In 2012, an intriguing image surfaced online, igniting wild rumors about a gigantic snake that supposedly emerged from the depths after a devastating cyclone struck the Red Sea. This cyclone was no ordinary storm. It claimed the lives of over 300 individuals, including around 100 divers, making the incident particularly tragic. As the story spread, so did the fantastical speculation about this mythical snake, capturing the imagination of many. People shared the image widely, wondering if this colossal creature was a genuine sighting or simply a well-crafted hoax. Despite the sensational nature of the claims, the snake turned out to be part of an urban legend, fueled by fears and mystery surrounding the cyclone's aftermath. This event reminds us how quickly stories can circulate, highlighting our fascination with the unknown and the extraordinary, especially in the wake of disaster. Why exactly does Ojakhan withstand freezing temperatures? Ojakhan, a small settlement in Siberia, is famous for its bone-chilling winters, where temperatures can plummet to a staggering 90 degrees below zero. In these extreme conditions, the trees literally freeze, showcasing nature's incredible resilience. You might wonder how people manage to live in such an unforgiving climate. The secret lies in their adaptability and preparation. Residents build insulated homes and wear specially designed clothing to protect themselves from the cold. Additionally, Ojakhan's unique lifestyle includes activities and traditions that connect the community, offering warmth beyond just the physical. For example, locals often gather for communal meals, sharing stories that help strengthen social bonds during long, harsh winters. Despite the challenges, the spirit of the people in Ojakhan shines brightly through the snow, proving that survival in extreme conditions is possible. Did you know Shakespeare's daughter couldn't read or write? This surprising fact about the legendary playwright's life opens a window into the differences between social classes in the Elizabethan era. Despite William Shakespeare's towering reputation as a literary genius, his only surviving child, Susanna, was illiterate. This raises intriguing questions about education and gender in the 16th century. At that time, Education was often a privilege reserved for boys, especially those from wealthy families. Girls like Susanna frequently received little to no formal education. While her father penned some of the most celebrated works in the English language, it's fascinating to consider how the societal norms of the time limited access to learning for women. This reflects broader themes of inequality in education that persist in various forms today. Understanding her story reminds us that even in an era of literary brilliance, the achievements of women were often overshadowed or overlooked. What does this tell us about progress in women's education since then? Let's uncover the truth about giraffe tongues. Giraffes, known for their towering height and graceful necks, have an incredible adaptation: their long, prehensile tongues. These tongues can reach lengths of 18 to 20 inches, making them perfect for stripping leaves from tall trees. But did you know that giraffe tongues are black? This unique trait isn't just for appearance, it serves an important purpose. Spending lots of time in the sun as they graze, giraffes face the risk of sunburn. The dark color of their tongues acts like a natural sunscreen, helping to shield them from harmful UV rays. Additionally, their tongues are not only long, but also very strong. This strength allows them to grasp and maneuver branches effortlessly, making it easier to reach delicious leaves that are otherwise out of reach for many other animals. So the next time you see a giraffe, appreciate not just its height, but also the clever design of its tongue. Did you know about the Atacama Giant's ancient mystery? This colossal geoglyph, located in the stunning Atacama Desert of Chile, stretches an impressive 282 feet in length and is one of the most remarkable artworks from ancient civilizations. Created between the 11th and 15th centuries, this enormous figure represents a stylized human, showcasing the incredible artistry of the Andean cultures, particularly the Tiwanaku and the Incas. Imagine how these civilizations, without modern technology, skillfully designed and etched such a large figure onto the desert floor. The Atacama Giant continues to intrigue archaeology enthusiasts and researchers alike, sparking questions about its purpose. Was it meant to be seen from afar, perhaps as a marker or a form of communication? Or did it hold religious significance for the communities who created it? The geoglyph's enduring presence in one of the driest places on Earth is a testament to human creativity and cultural heritage. As you explore the mysteries of the Atacama Desert, the Atacama Giant stands as a powerful reminder of our ancient past. What happens when a tattoo ruins a job interview? In an unbelievable twist of fate, a man in England woke up one morning with the letters IOLO tattooed right on his forehead. This surprising mark wasn't just a random decoration. It was the result of a wild night filled with drinking and a daring challenge from a friend. Picture this. He's faced with the imminent challenge of a job interview the very next day. The morning after, he quickly realized that his new forehead ink might not exactly help him land the job. Instead of impressing potential employers, he found himself in a difficult situation. It's a lesson for many that while spontaneous decisions can lead to hilarious stories, they can also have serious consequences. So, what would you do if you woke up with an unexpected tattoo before a big day? Did you know that your body position affects memory recall? Research shows that how you stand or move can actually help you remember things better. For instance, if you're trying to recall an event where you were waving your hands, standing and waving can boost your memory of that moment. This happens because your brain makes connections between physical movements and memories. When you mimic actions related to the memories you want to retrieve, your mind is more likely to bring those memories back to the surface. It's a fascinating case of the mind and body working together. So next time you're struggling to remember something, consider using your body in a way that relates to the memory you're trying to access. You might find that it really helps. Why not give it a try the next time you need to remember something important? Is it really true that the sun and moon match in size? This fascinating fact comes from an incredible cosmic coincidence. The sun is about 400 times larger than the moon, yet it's also roughly 400 times farther away from Earth. Because of this amazing balance, the sun and the moon appear to be almost the same size when viewed from our planet. This alignment is responsible for the spectacular event known as a total solar eclipse, when the moon passes directly in front of the sun, completely covering its brilliant disk. Imagine the excitement when, for a brief moment, day turns into twilight and the stars peek out. During a total solar eclipse, you can even see the sun's corona, a beautiful halo of plasma that surrounds it, shining more brightly than ever. It's a rare and awe-inspiring sight that reminds us of the wonders of our universe. Surprisingly, it's a fact that houses can attract lightning. In the Philippines, many homeowners raise their houses on stilts to avoid the frequent flooding during the rainy season. It's a smart solution to keep the living space dry. However, one homeowner took this idea a bit too far by building his house exceptionally high. While being elevated helped avoid floods, it also created an unintended consequence. The house became a prime target for lightning strikes. Lightning is drawn to tall structures, and the homeowner learned this lesson the hard way. The powerful electrical discharge can be catastrophic, causing fire and damage. His experience serves as a reminder to balance safety considerations with practical building practices. So next time you think about raising your home in a flood-prone area, remember the importance of height and its potential risks, especially from the skies. Here's a wild fact about ocean gold. Did you know the oceans are home to more than 20 million tons of dissolved gold? That's right. Despite this staggering amount, the gold is so diluted that extracting it profitably remains a challenge. Imagine swimming in a sea of shimmering treasure, yet unable to scoop any of it up. Scientists estimate there are about 15 parts per trillion of gold in seawater. While this sounds fascinating, it would take massive amounts of water to recover even a tiny amount of gold, making current extraction methods impractical. If we could find a way to efficiently gather it, we might just tap into this underwater wealth. Meanwhile, gold continues to play an important role in various industries, from electronics to jewelry, illustrating its value beyond just wealth. So what if we could unlock the secrets of ocean gold?